Hey Pat, it's midnight and welcome back to the vlog and another weekly update on the diet and exercise stuff. It was a pretty good week so far. Well, it's over. It was a pretty good week. I kept the diet pretty good. The calories I kept in the 1200 range. I think some of these numbers are lower than they should be. Like this is probably not right. The numbers like in this range are probably more accurate. I probably missed a couple things recording wise as far as that goes. I did take Monday off of walking on the treadmill for 3 1-hour sessions. It was just, I was fried. There was so much going on. I had a lot of work to do and things like that. And it's really hard to find, because if you think about it, it's not 3 hours a day. It's really 4 hours a day because I need about 15 minutes of break time in between our sessions. So it's, well, I mean, I guess that would put it at 3.5 hours if I knocked them all out one right after the other. But what I found is that when I do the third round on the treadmill, I have to stop for a minute, like every 15 minutes in order to get all the way through, because my body is just hurt. Well, it's not hurting, but you know, I'm feeling it, you know what I mean? So I'll do like the first round, I'll take 15 minutes, I'll do the second round, take 15 minutes, and then I get into the third round. I have to break that one up in order to knock it out, because otherwise, like mentally, I can't get through that third hour. Because really, if you think about it, an hour of just walking 3 times a day on a treadmill, incredibly boring. It is super hard to find enough stuff to watch for 3 hours a day, every day on like YouTube or Netflix or Hulu or whatever, that I can pass that time sort of not noticing that it's 3 hours. Yeah, you notice it. And in addition, I don't know if I mentioned this in the last vlog or not, but I had bumped the walking rate from 3 miles an hour to 3.1, which is again sort of emblematic of this whole process, sort of incrementally ratcheting things up. So that has had an additional impact, not only on my ability to maintain, but also the sort of long maintain within that hour session, but the long-term toll it takes, because I wind up covering more distance than I would normally. But it's having results. Skipping to the end, right? I weighed in Saturday 247.8 pounds. That was awesome. That was so, to be in the 240s was amazing. I now have 32.8 pounds to go before I hit my goal of 215 pounds. And here's another thing which was kind of cool, another sort of milestone for me. If you follow me on Twitter, you saw it already and you already know what I'm talking about. But Saturday, I had to break down and buy myself a new pair of pants because all my pants were way too big. And I had no idea what my waist was until I went to the store to pick out pants. And here's a picture of me in my new pants and the tweet that went along with it, which was the notification that I had gone down from a 44-inch waist to a 38. Which means I have lost 6 inches off of my waistline since I started this process. If I lose 4 more inches, I will be back to the waistline I had like when I was in college. That'll be, I can't even say. It's going to be awesome. And I hope, and I haven't really decided what I'm going to do to celebrate hitting the goal. I think I am going to do some kind of live stream on Twitch to celebrate, some kind of 12-hour live stream to celebrate so that we can all party together. But it's been a lot of work, and the sacrifices I've made, in terms of like, you know, the things I have foregone as far as like eating goes, and the commitment to 3 hours a day on the treadmill, it's a lot, right? But it's important because, and it's not a vanity thing, even though it was really cool to look nice in clothes. It's about my health, and everything is improving, and I could not be happier with all the progress that I've made. And I want to say that I've heard a lot of comments on Twitter, a lot of comments on the videos, that people are getting inspired by hearing this story. And I think that that is awesome. I think that it's awesome that you're getting inspired by this. And please just remember, what I'm doing right now sounds insane, and it probably is, but I didn't start out doing this. I started out doing 1 lap around the block, 0.8 of a mile. And then after a little bit, I added a second lap around the block, another 0.8 of a mile. And then after that, you know, I just, until, you know, just in slight incremental changes. And that's the same philosophy I'm following now, like bumping up the, remember a few weeks ago, I bumped up the amount of time per session from 50 minutes on the treadmill to 60. It only adds 10 minutes per session, but it's 30 minutes overall and 210 minutes over the course of a week additional. And then recently bumping the speed on the treadmill from 3 to 3.1. And then when I'm good with that, I'll go to 3.2 and things like that. That's how incrementally, you don't set yourself up to fail, because you've mastered the level you're at, and you just add a little bit more. You just add a little, and you just keep adding a little bit more. So I'm super excited. We're very close. I mean, it's still a ways off, but we're getting there. And once I hit my weight goal, then we're going to transition all of this. We're going to pivot off of the full focus on cardio. We'll dial that back rather significantly, and then we'll add some strength training in 3 days a week. So that is what's going to happen on the next phase, and then I'm going to start getting huge. But until then, I'm trying to not be huge. If you're getting inspired by this, go walk around the block. Go today. 10 minutes, 15 minutes. That's all it takes. Start there. Start with little things. You know, if you've got a whatever bag of potato chips, leave 10 in the bag. Just cut back and you'll get there. So anyway, I got to get going because always super busy, but I wanted to give you the update. I hope that you have an amazing week, and I will talk to you later.